Well, hi, welcome to Racin-n-Braisin. I'm CJ, and today is Daytona 500 Sunday. So, very excited about that. I've got the pre-race on in the background. It just started, and that means I'm going to get started cooking for the day. I've got 2 hours to kind of get everything together before the race starts early today at 1:30 p.m. I did not know what I wanted to cook for the day, so I did a quick trip to the grocery store, went straight to the meat section and started looking around to see what I could find a good deal on. And I was able to find some top round that had a pretty reasonable price. It was about $10. So I grabbed that and grabbed some good looking portobello mushrooms. And I've got some bacon thawing out from my freezer and grabbed myself a block of sharp cheddar cheese. And these three are all going to combine together at the end for a nice tasty meal. I'm going to braise the beef and bake the mushrooms and the bacon and chop up the bacon when it comes out and shred up some cheese. And when the beef is all nice and tender and ready to go, I'll separate out the liquid from that, put a little bit of seasoning and sauce in with the beef, stack that on top of the portobello with some bacon and some cheese, broil that together, and then we're going to have an amazing meal to go with the Daytona 500. So as you can see, I am smoking up some oil behind me, probably a touch too hot because I'm not paying attention to it, but that is okay. We're going to get this beef in here and we're going to get all the sides of it browned before we get to the braising part of it. So while that's rocking, little tip, I save the cuttings, the trimmings off of the top round, and I'm going to throw that in the pot when I put the liquid in and let that cook low and slow for the rest of the day. So let's talk this week of racing, Speed Week. Let's do a quick recap. First off, Chase Briscoe and Austin Cindric grabbed the front row for qualifying for the Cup race today. Cindric and Bubba Wallace win the duels. Duel number one, the one where Bubba won, that was messy from the get-go, and disappointed to see Castro Neves struggle with that, but you know he's going to be in the race today anyways. And duel number two, that one was, as expected, pretty boring to start out with. But as the race got down to it, they started doing those pit stops, and that's when everything jumbled up. We had a caution and came down to a late race restart, some tight racing, and I don't know, it looked like Eric Jones wanted to be, but they said Austin Cindric got it. So it is what it is. Anyways, moving on. Friday was happy to see the CW. The app was working for me to watch Xfinity qualifying. We had some practices that day, and the truck race was Friday night. Truck race was okay. Not particularly impressed with Jamie Little up in the booth. I think that just isn't a good fit. Hopefully she'll pick up some tips and tricks throughout the season and continue to improve. But she was a commentator last year, and I didn't think she did a very good job, right? But that's just me. So truck race was okay, and then we had moving on to Saturday. Geez, a lot of stuff for Speedweek, right? Xfinity qualifying in the morning, and then followed by the ARCA race. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say that was a shake my head kind of race. I had ran out early and missed the start of the race. When I came back, they were 20 laps into it, and half the field was already gone. And it took, what, 2 hours and 45 minutes or so to run that complete race. So that was a lot of time under caution and going slow. Um, and it took a while for them to just finally get themselves, I guess, wrecked out enough to where there were only a few people out on the track and they were able to finish that race. Anyways, so moving on, the CW screwed me, and they're not allowing you to watch the Xfinity race on the app. You actually have to go out and get the go out and get an antenna, or figure out a way to watch it live. So that's really disappointing. So anyways, moving on. Sorry about the dead air there. Just moving around the beef there, getting that browned on all sides before I pull it out and start building my base for that. Let's talk about the Daytona 500 today. I am excited to see it, excited to get the season going. Looks like the Toyotas are going to be strong today, and it looks like those Penske Fords are all looking fast. My pick today, as you saw from my bold predictions, is going to be Chase Briscoe to win it. And Mom's pick today is Austin Cindric. So if you guys are not familiar, Mom and I do a head-to-head competition all season long. For the regular season, we just kind of tally it up golf style. The lowest points accrued throughout the entire season ends up winning. So 1 point for first place, and obviously 40 points for 40th place. And lowest accumulated wins based on your finishing positions throughout the entire season. So I will keep you guys posted on how those points play out. Hopefully we see a good one. I hope that they get the entirety of it in today. They are calling for rain. And that system that is going to push through there hit me here this morning, and actually did a little bit of damage on the property. I ended up having to clean up a tree out of the driveway that I think got struck by lightning, and put that on the ground. So anyways, I am going to finish up browning my meat here, and this is going to cook all throughout the course of the 500. Low and slow in a broth. Oh yeah, and I'm sure you can hear that on the microphone. That beef is getting nice and pretty. And at the end, we'll get another short of what my end product dinner is going to look like. Happy race day to all of you. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you are cooking for the Daytona 500, and let's swap some notes. Thanks a lot, guys. See you all later.